9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Big
That
old
one was
face.
a little bit different. I don't know why it wanted to be in the. Hey, what I just talked about? There comes another one. Anyway, yes, I got a fly that wants to get. Yeah. Anyway,
He's got
it's
a
another
fly
one.
that
I
won't
just
leave him
all of a
alone.
I got him a minute ago, but there's another one now that's decided he wants to play this game, and once again, FAFO. Okay. Yeah, that one didn't do what I wanted it to do on the intro that time. I don't know why. It's supposed to be expanded out and take up the whole thing, but I may have encoded it wrong when I actually encoded it to start with. So it's probably
Well,
on me.
that's all right. That's all right. I love
That's-
the different intros all the time.
Well, yeah, it's something fun. I get to play around with it and mess with stuff, and I just got to pay attention to which way I'm saving it. That's all.
Well, yeah. But I liked it. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
All right. Yeah. So now I'm getting ready to make a whole bunch of people mad.
Oh no.
Well, because of the way I don't really go for the orbs and such. So
Yeah, I know. The whole orb thing is super controversial. It is.
Mhm.
But before we get to that, mention briefly the
Oh no,
Crossing Realms Conference.
no.
Yes. It is the 19th and the 20th of September of 2025. It's at the Eagleton Civic Center in Richmond, Missouri. It's going to be a great time. We have all of our speakers lined up. We are getting
Yep.
special guests left and right who just want to come hang out
Yep.
with you, with us, with everybody. It's going to be excellent. Saturday Night Ghost Hunt is now sold out. But I do have something to say, though.
Uh-oh.
Friday night, when you buy your ticket for the meet and greet, we have added Christopher Garantano,
Mhm.
and he is going to be showing his documentary to us. So
Ooh.
after the meet and greet, we're going to all sit back, have popcorn, have some sodas, and then we're going to watch this documentary and all the stuff that he's found out, that he's researched, that he's all put together. I'm super excited about it. So that's just something, super exciting that we're adding. It seems like we're adding something new all the time.
Yeah,
This
it
thing
sounds
is
like it.
yeah, this thing is going to be, huge. If you went to a conference in 2025, pick this one.
This might be a big one. Yeah, this might be the one you want to come to. We got a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, we got everything, and the best part of it is that there are friends that want to come and they want to support us and all this other kind of stuff, and we are having a big speaker and special guest turnout.
Mhm.
We're excited.
Yeah, and all them special guests are gonna be doing nothing but roaming around. They'll have a little vendor spot, but they'll be roaming around, talking to people out in the vendor areas and such. So yeah,
I know. It's going to be super, super exciting. Like I said, we do still have plenty of tickets available for Friday and Saturday. If you're going to hold out for the ghost hunt, I'm sorry, that's now sold out, so we can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
But Friday night's going to be amazing. Saturday, of course, is going to be wonderful.
Oh,
So, like I said, if you're going to hit a conference, hit that one.
This will be the one to do it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of conferences, I mean, they have the same speakers in, the same every year. They have the same
Oh yeah.
ones
Oh
every
yeah.
year. And I'm pretty proud that we have speakers that don't do the big old circuit. You know what I mean?
No, no, people that are different. I mean,
Yeah, they're
that's
different.
gonna
They're
help set
well
it
known,
apart.
but they don't do
Yeah.
that circuit. So you see them at every conference. Heck
Yep.
no. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited about the whole thing.
It's not that we don't like you guys either that are at all the big conferences and stuff, but Ken and Lyle, those guys, they're great guys and everything. But I mean, everybody sees them. I mean, they go to the big conferences, they do everything. But hey, we're gonna be interested to see some of this other stuff that that you don't see at a quote unquote Bigfoot conference or a quote unquote Paracon. They're all coming together.
Right. But never fear. Ken Gerhardt's going to be there. We
Well,
have
yeah.
we've abducted I don't know how soon, but soon to be wife. They got engaged. What happy news? Happy news.
Did they answer it?
And
They announced it because at first I heard about it.
they did announce it. They did announce
Okay,
it. It's
good.
Facebook official. Facebook
Okay,
official.
cool. All right, good.
And
Congratulations.
yeah, I had to wait till Facebook came out and then I could say something. But and she's coming with
Yep.
Ron Murphy, and they're going to be talking
Yep.
about the Fae. So
Oh yeah.
like I said, we have got everything. If it's weird, we're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna
Oh yeah.
lay our weirdness out there.
I'm telling you, she's and when she comes in and starts talking about the Fae, that's one of the women that you want talking about the Fae. Much like when
Yes,
you get Monica started on it. They're the ones you want talking about it. So
exactly. So, I mean, it's fantastic, and like I said, if you're going to go to a conference in 2025, make this one of them. Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely, because
definitely.
we are definitely top heavy in celebrity guests. I'm just going to
Yeah.
say it. We're top heavy.
Yeah, we got a good amount going on here. So, but I'm okay with that.
Right.
I am okay with it.
Exactly. Okay, so on to orbs.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
seen, now I personally have seen true orbs.
Yeah.
I've seen them in this room that I'm sitting in.
Okay.
Now the reason why I say true orbs is when they have their own light source that you cannot explain.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm looking straight at them. I'm not looking through an IR camera. I'm not looking through a camera. I'm not taking pictures. I'm looking straight at it and
Yeah.
see them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And particularly when we were doing a show, I'd seen one twice in one night
Okay.
doing a show.
Okay.
One came down right from the ceiling, and then one came right across, right below the camera level.
Okay. So it didn't get on camera at all.
No, but I seen it, and you'd see me react from it because
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening? But I do have to tell a story. I do have to
Well,
tell a
yeah.
little story on myself.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I'm laying in bed one night, and for some reason, I woke up, and then I see this green light in my bathroom.
Uh-oh.
So I'm like, what is going on? And this was just a few months ago. And I'm like, what is going on? This is something new. So of course I got to get up and investigate, So I go
Oh
in
yeah, of
there
course.
and I'm looking and then I don't see it. So I flick on the light and
Uh-huh.
it was a lightning bug.
Oh man.
I know.
Talk about a letdown.
How did you get in here? It was in the middle of the heat and I hadn't had the doors open or the windows open. And I was like, why would you be in my bathroom? I don't know. But yeah, that happened. I was disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're disappointed about it, I mean, personally, there's an old wives' tale. Lightning bug gets in your house, it's good luck, type thing.
Well, it
But
definitely was in my house. I just let it continue glowing all night. I was just like,
yeah,
I'll find it
okay.
later.
Now I go back to sleep. Well,
Right.
and like I said, I'm probably the biggest orb skeptic there is. But when you're talking about something you physically see happening, that's a different story. What I'm
Right.
talking about is all the
Right.
pictures, all the videos, all the stuff that comes, everything comes from a digital camera in any way, shape, or form with IR related. Most likely can be explained away. Most likely,
Right.
there are some even to
Most
this day
likely.
that I cannot explain. So I'll say that right off the bat. But my wife just told me one of when she was a kid, her and her sister were playing, up in Vermont where they lived, and they were playing, or they might have been Georgia at that time. But either way, they were playing
Mhm.
around on the living room floor, and essentially a ball of light comes into the room, and they just back up against the couch and just watch it come across, hover around for a few minutes, and then goes out the other side. And I'm
Right.
just like, that I see that to me, now you're talking full blown manifestation of an orb versus what we're
Right.
capturing on a camera. This is something
Right.
your eyes physically saw, much like we talked about EVPs versus disembodied voices.
Right.
Totally different animals if you want to get right down to it. So
Well, exactly. But I will tell you this. When I was at Emmaus Village, if anybody out there watched the show
mhm.
that we talked about Emmaus Village, and
Yeah.
we got haunted souls and haunted garage in on it, and because that is their location,
Okay.
and we were in there doing they were doing the Estes, no, they were using the God helmet. I'm sorry, they were using the God helmet, and
Okay.
I had a body camera on, and and they got done, and everybody was getting up and starting to move about the room, right?
Yeah.
When that happened, I saw a ball of light go, straight from the ceiling to the floor. I mean, it just dropped down. It just went, and it had its own light source.
Yeah. Well, it's
It was
glowing essentially.
illuminated. Right.
Yeah.
And I saw that with my own eyes. I
Okay.
saw it with my own eyes. Best catch of an orb. I caught it on hold on just a second, let me pull it out here. I caught it on my body camera. It's on here. And not only did it happen once that I saw, it happened twice, and it's on here.
Okay. So
So
I'm sitting here doing
I'm
a
super
show on
excited
orbs.
about it.
I'm sitting here doing a show
Right.
on orbs, and somebody decided not to send it to me.
I know. I mean, it takes a lot because I have to pull it, and then I have to find it,
Yeah.
then chop it, and then it takes a lot. I'm on 6 days a week, Randy. Come on now.
Not an excuse. I
I'm
got a
on
show to
show
work
6
on
days a
here,
week.
okay?
Right, and I know. But the cool part of it is that, ladies and gentlemen, it was 30-something degrees outside, so I
Yeah.
knew darn well that it wasn't a bug because those
Oh, no.
buildings are not heated. So
It
it
ain't gonna
wasn't
be
a
no bug.
bug. Definitely
Nope.
not a bug. And Terry Mosby, which is a friend of ours, a very close friend
Yeah.
of ours, she was with us, and she saw it on the camera. She's like, "Whoa,"
So
because
you've
I
got
showed
multiple
it to
people
her.
that saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, I showed it to her, and Krista was the same way. She's like, "Whoa, yep, there it is,"
Yeah.
because I asked, I said, "Are we sure it's too cold for any type of bug?" Because that is my first question, and they're like, "It is too cold for bugs."
Yeah.
So, and it was, because I tell you what, I was freezing out there.
Yeah.
I didn't dress as warmly as I needed to, but that was my fault. But yeah, definitely. So have I seen a legit orb? Yeah.
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 Yeah. And once again, when we're talking about something like that, it ceases to be a quote unquote orb in that situation to me. It is some sort of a manifestation at that point. If you're
Yes.
physically seeing it, I don't believe that to be a quote unquote orb anymore, because 99.9% of the time when you see people talking about orbs, it's stuff they've caught on a camera, it's stuff they caught on a security cam somewhere, some sort of video that they've gotten of a nanny cam or whatever they've got set up. And 99.9% of the time, it's dust. It's
Yeah, you can
a whole bunch
explain
of
it.
stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. But
but
no,
there are
I,
some.
I straight up saw it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and there are some on the cameras that even the quote unquote skeptic that I'd have to go through and try and figure out how I could replicate what I saw, because it doesn't behave like you would think something natural would behave. So
Right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Moon said something in our chat. It's very weird seeing you without a wrench. I thought you were an imposter for a second at Blondes and Booze Paranormal Podcast.
I guess I should make her an actual.
Yeah, Kristen doesn't
Uh,
have a wrench. Kristen needs
she
a
don't have a
wrench.
wrench.
She
Let
don't
me
have
go
no
back. And
wrench.
check it. She don't have no wrench.
She needs a
Okay, well,
wrench.
you're gonna become one of us now. Watch this. Ha!
And I'm just loving doing shows this holiday season because most of them have been so lighthearted, a lot of laughing, giggling. Oh, Donnie says, I ain't got no wrench.
I don't trust Donnie with a wrench. What are you talking about?
Oh, so these are people in chat for everybody who can't see what's going on but are listening. They are in our chat and they monitor our chat and take care of things when we can't see something. And
And right now we're doing our best to make sure Donnie cries. So when Donnie cries, he might get a wrench. Okay. I got to look at my messenger. Uh-oh, she sent me a bug chart. Let's see.
Yes, absolutely. This bug chart that her and I have used before is absolutely fantastic. Because it will also help you, like when you're looking at a picture or something else, if you have this like right side by side, you can determine whether it's a bug or dust or other things. So it is kind of a really cool chart to use. And we got to thank Krista for that. She found that.
Yep. And I am going to bring it up right now, just out of spite. Just because.
Oh, no. This is actually a really good tool to use. Maybe we can post that in the comments or something if somebody wanted to.
Yeah, I've got it downloaded now, and I'll post it in the comment section or in the community section of the page of the channel. So
right.
Now I'm just looking at this, and I'm just going to say, looking at this right now, just looking. There's one like this right here that I'm covering right here.
Mm-hmm.
That one right there, you would not believe the amount of people that have gotten stuff in their bedrooms, in their house or whatever that, looks exactly like this, and they're wondering what it is. And don't get me wrong. They aren't saying it's an orb. They aren't saying it's a spirit. They say, look what I caught on the camera. But you've got 150 other people telling them, look, it's a bug. It's a bug.
Right.
Because some of them you could physically see the wings, I mean, it's just that much of a given that it's a bug. There's just no other way around.
I mean, a lot of people, if you look up at the top, it's the fourth one on
right
the
here?
top. Yeah. If you'll zoom in on that one.
That's
That
a
is our
skeeter.
common Tinkerbell.
Is that Skeeter?
I don't know exactly which one that is, but that's our common Tinkerbell one.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily an orb, but they usually say it's a fairy or what have you. There's some down towards the bottom that are the same way, and they're like, "Look, it's a fairy." No, it's
well, look,
just
you got a whale right
bug.
here. There's a whale.
Yeah.
It's like looking at clouds. You can make it in anything you want,
Right.
Here's another one down here. I mean, there's an evil fae,
The evil phase in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a really good tool to use, especially if you catch something in the picture. And just to make sure you're not misidentifying something, this really helps out.
Yeah. Because that becomes a nightmare real quick if you aren't careful. If you start looking at something that you don't know what's really going on. And
right.
I'm gonna punch Donnie here in a few. He's not crying, so he sent me something that is not good for public intoxication, okay, or public use. Well, might be good for public intoxication, but
anyway, but I mean, like I said, that thing is just a great thing to use. So let's get into some of these and let's look at them.
Okay, now let me get this one and do this.
Let me get my hat ready because this is I might as well just like put it on and leave it on and then just take it off when I'm not sure about something.
That's why I'm not going to really pull it off or put it on very much. But y'all already know my views of it anyway, so
yeah. I'm gonna leave it here for now.
Okay.
It,
A lot of these I don't have dates on. Okay. I don't have a lot of dates on these because these are just all over the internet. Okay. But I found a one page, I should say page. It was a web page that I found that had a good amount of them in a little bit of a row, but it had little spiels with the actual photos and stuff. And it wasn't like saying,
right.
"Hey, don't do it this way, do it that way, don't do this. This is that." It's saying it's posing a question. It keeps asking the different questions of different ones, and starting with this one right out the bat. Okay. And the caption for this one was, "Can animals see spirit orbs? It's likely so. Animals have extraordinary senses far greater than humans. Here, two dogs react strongly to white orbs appearing in their environment." Now, this is where I would sit there and kind of start asking the question. It looks like it, yes. It does look like it. What do you think about the orb?
You, I mean, could they be reacting to something else? That's why they took the picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just perfectly timed. And being outside is being anywhere, really, honestly,
Yeah.
anywhere where there's dirt and dust and anything like that. It's very hard to say, yeah, that's an orb. And
Yeah.
if you'll please zoom in on that.
Okay.
Because,
Zooming in. No.
some people say on true orbs, you can see like a picture or a face in it or, something. I don't know. Again, is it pareidolia? You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Well, and when you talk about that, like that, what they're talking about, where they see something inside the orb itself, a lot of times when I'll see these, I'll tell people it looks like a cell with a nucleus 99% of the time. It looks
Right.
like an old microscopic, looking through a microscope at a cell, and that's kind of what your cell with your nucleus, which in this case would be right in this area. That's what you're kind of looking at. Now, this
Mhm.
one, maybe, because I mean, it does have a little bit of glowing to it, a little bit of iridescence to it.
Yeah, I mean, it is strange that it has something within it. I mean that it is, but my thing is that I don't
I don't
I
know that the
think
dogs are actually reacting to it.
I don't think they are. I think they took a picture and that this showed up. Now this could be any type of reflection off because you can see that a flash was used.
Oh yeah.
So
So
when
any
that
dust
happens, that's why I
particles,
always tell people turn the flash off. Turn
yeah,
the flash off. If you can, turn it off.
yeah.
Um,
But if you're not going after this in the first place, I mean, you're going to take a picture of your dogs. Your dogs are out there goofing off. You're trying to take a picture of them. You're not going to turn the flash off. I mean,
right,
but
right.
to jump to the conclusion that that's an orb is a totally different avenue. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think I think the one of the dogs was into something, the other one's trying to check it out, see if they had something good. Honestly. I
Krista
don't
jumped in on it.
yeah, she's saying dust, dust, dust. And I do believe that is probably a particle of something that just caught the
Yeah,
reflection of the
yeah. Because I think it's
flash.
closer to the camera. I really think it's closer to the camera. I think the dogs react to something in the grass, a
Right.
bug or something
That's what
in
I
the
think
grass. Because
too.
this one up here is looking straight down, obviously, like he's getting ready to jump down.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of like an optical illusion.
yeah,
It's
very
just a
much.
perfectly timed picture, and that is an
Yeah.
optical illusion. Right.
Donnie's not being nice again. Donnie, I'm not putting that out here. I'm gonna get in trouble. You're gonna try and get me in trouble. That's what it is. All right. So, anywho, yeah, that was one of the ones. Like I said, they come out with a lot of them, and I'm trying to give you a couple of the pictures before I actually go to a video because the pictures sometimes are kind of a little bit more cool to look at, where the video just leaves you a little bit hanging. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
on on this one, let's see. Let me get to number 2 here. This one is the one here. I'll just go ahead and start this one off right now. You might as well get ready for this one. Many orbs are white, but they also appear as other colors, like this yellow orb.
Yes.
There are several theories about their mysterious entities, is what it says about these mysterious
Oh
entities.
my goodness.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if that's not sunlight reflecting through, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that is definitely lens glare. Yeah. And you can tell that whole thing is cropped.
Yeah, it's cropped down and it's enhanced.
Yes, and it's enhanced, absolutely.
So
And you can see above the orb where the bushes or the tree or whatever there is discolored almost to the same color as the orb.
Which tells me a ray of light's coming through. There's a ray of light coming through there, and that's a reflection.
Something's happening there. Yeah, they're getting a reflection. And I can't see what's on the other side of those trees.
Tough
So
to say.
I mean, if that is like a water source, if it's a water source of any kind,
I just can't tell. Unfortunately, can't tell with that one. So, it's one of those I looked at. I was like, hey, I'm gonna throw it out there for the fun of it, and see how fast this gets trashed. But I couldn't even do it without putting the hat on first. So now,
right. I hope everybody's got their tinfoil hat on at home. We got to save the brain cells.
This one I'm not as sure about, but I mean, we'll look at this one together because these white orbs of light on this next one were spotted at Wheatfield Battlefield in Gettysburg. Could the larger and brighter be the spirit of something trying to materialize? Oops, that's not what we wanted. I was trying to go fast.
That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it. Okay, well,
I'm sure we'll come back to it.
There we go. It was because I had a 3 on the video, so there we go. There we go. Now we're back.
Oh, my goodness.
I think it's going to be something.
It's a no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's dust there too.
Yeah, that's a no. Orbs usually are not specifically round. They'll have some type of tail to them, something, that kind of makes them stand out besides a circle. The circles I hate. Because it's, more than likely it is a dust particle that is just reflecting again with the flash that you see vividly in this picture.
Good call, Nemo. Nemo saw that too. Gotta love the flash.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
Yay again.
Yay.
Well. I'm leaving the tinfoil hat on.
That's what we're doing, Tex. We're having the hats on because we're just,
It is what it is.
I don't get an invite. You never write. You never call. I'm beginning to get a complex here, guys.
Let's see. Wait a second. I do the same show, the same time, the same day, every single week. You want a formal invitation?
Yeah.
Obviously, it wouldn't make no difference. You're going to show up anyway.
Engraved in 3D.
Right.
Hang on a second. Let me fix this. Let me fix this right now. All right, now back to what we were talking about. Musical. Here, watch this. And then that. And then that. Y'all sick yet?
No, but your hat's kind of sideways up there.
It barely holds on right now. This poor old thing is about on its absolute last leg.
It looks like it's being censored. It's blurred at the top.
I know.
That's because there's a certain finger holding it up.
They're blurring out the phallic symbol.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so next one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, the caption on this one: can deceased loved ones send messages to the living? This pink spirit orb materialized near an angel statue in a private residence on Valentine's Day. Energy beings appear as pink are said to convey love, affection, and compassion.
I don't know about all that. Okay, so again, crop picture.
Yep. I don't know about enhancement per se, but definitely cropped.
that. Oh my goodness.
I think
I'm going
people
to say
just
again that that's a lens glare from something.
Something on the other side of the window, maybe.
or
It's
something
from
on the
somewhere.
other
We
side,
can't tell.
period.
Because honestly, I mean, I've never heard of pink. I have heard of like blue and the cream, the yellow, and even red at times.
Yeah.
But this,
I've never heard of pink and never saw pink until I saw this.
right. So I'm thinking this is a no.
Yeah, looks like a glare, doesn't it?
It does. It definitely does.
So this statue, freaky. I don't know about the broken wing per se, but it does look kind of flat there, doesn't it? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, but there is some kind of discoloration if you're looking across the angel into the wing. There is the same type of discoloration. Yes.
Like there's a reflection doing it, because this still looks like it's on this side closer to the camera, obviously.
Right. So
I will say this, the internal workings of it look interesting.
Well, it looks like a cell.
If you, I mean, I'm just saying, if you zoom in, it's kind of, you know.
Again, that looks like, now this one's pink though, Tex, but the first one, when you weren't here, the first one we looked at had the same similar structure.
Yep.
Oh, you mean back when I wasn't invited? Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry I missed that one.
Let's see if I can get this straight again. If you need, put your big boy pants on.
And if you know what time,
hey,
there's always an open invite.
For you, okay? I'm just saying.
Wait, what? You're lucky at what?
I said, you're lucky if I even wear pants for you, much less big boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, never mind. We've gone way off the deep end already.
Right. So, you know, like I said, this tells me that again, that it's, you know, some type of lens glare.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah. Like I said, because the color is going off into the angel hanging on the wall, so that is pretty much a dead giveaway.
And you might as well keep that on, because we got the fifth one right here, number 5. I'm going to go with this one just right off the bat, because spirit orb or lens flare, you tell me, is all it says. Okay, but they called it an orange sphere.
Okay, well that's possible. Oh, come on.
But you're looking, you got sunlight coming right at you just about.
Yeah, zoom in on that and let's look at the structure in it, because I'm going to tell you it's the same thing.
Yeah, there's no structure in it.
Yeah, you can just see what's behind it.
Yeah. No.
That's straight out. That's sun flare or sun glare. You know, I shouldn't say sun flare. I don't want anybody to lose any of their electronics. Okay, it's not sun flare. Okay.
Yeah, Simply Wicked in our chat said they have some pics and videos they would love for us to look at.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
Believe me, we will all look at them. Blondes and Boos, Texas Front Porch, Truth or Tinfoil. We'll all look at them and give you our honest opinion.
Yeah.
Some of us will even invite others to look at them with us.
And the good thing is that we'll keep it away from Tex, so Tex doesn't have to sit there and cry about it all the time. Okay, it'd be okay. But honestly, though, oh, here we go. See, this is why people can't have good things. I did not do that. He's too busy worried about cloud pictures than he is anything else.
It's got an orb in it.
Yeah, it's called the sun.
It's a beautiful picture. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. I do have to say that picture is absolutely stunning. I love how you can see the ray of the sunlight and, you know, the different rays and all that stuff. But we all know that there's
That's a UFO.
not even,
it's an orb.
Right. It's the glare hitting the camera.
Look, it moved and it
just like
colors.
that. But it's pretty.
It's going through a portal.
Wait, time out. You just said portal, right?
Yeah.
He did.
That's a first, ladies and gentlemen. That is a first.
He normally says
it's not a porthole. It's not a porthole. It's a portal. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I mean, they're stunning. The the pictures are stunning, but
It's lens flare all day long.
you've got again, you've got
I know
that
that.
light glare right on you.
Okay, well,
But the other pictures to go with it were really cool. The ones with the blue and the clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're absolutely stunning, but it's not paranormal.
No.
Well,
he just likes pretty things.
I'm going to stick with it. That they're UFOs and
At
or
UAP,
orb
get the nomenclature right.
because it changed color, it changed location, and it's going into a porthole.
Yeah, porthole. That's the one.
Lord have mercy. Okay, anyway, so Simply Wicked, you got the email address, truthtinfoil@gmail.com. Send them there, and we'll get them spread around. We'll keep him away from Tex so he don't cause any problems. It'll be all right. It's okay.
He'll probably tell you it's a time warp.
Yeah, most likely.
Let's do the time warp again.
Oh, if he starts doing that, we're gonna quit right now. Okay, now I got one. You would not believe this one I'm about to bring up. I mean, oh, this is gonna be wild. I might change the way I do this one. Well, it doesn't have any sound to it, so it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. I'll try and zoom in, but you won't have to. This one there's so many of these out there. This is a video. This is on TikTok. I went out and got it, and this lady asked, "Do you see what I see?" type thing. Marine camera went off. Do you believe in ghosts or orbs? You'll see it here. Now, I want you to watch very carefully the center of the screen.
All right. We're still
Do you see it?
watching. No, I can't see it. It's super small for me.
Let me see if there's a way I can do this. It's going to make it.
Oh, I see it now.
Let me blow
I'm watching on the replay here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You see it now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, look by the fence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I need to tell anybody this, because anybody who's been watching this should have seen this before in other stuff as well. But I'm sorry, guys. Let me get this thing if I can get it to a full screen or not here. It will not let me do it there, so I'm gonna have to do it right there. Come on, go to the full
Whatever
screen.
you did was better.
There we go.
That did not improve it.
Yeah, it's not getting me. I can't zoom in. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in on these like I can on others.
Right. Yeah.
But you can see what I'm talking about. That's a bug on the actual lens. It's nothing more than a bug on the actual lens itself of the camera. It becomes what you might call translucent, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if it's on a ring, a ring, ring camera, it's going to be distorted anyway. Because it has kind of like that fisheye effect. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That and being completely almost like see-through, like translucent, like we saw there, because of the amount of light that's going through it, and as small as that bug is, all you getting is for lack of a better word.
Play it again, Randy.
All right, playing it one more time.
Okay, yeah.
See, it's definitely a bug going across that flint.
Yeah, I just wanted to look really close to see if you could tell if it went in front of behind the fence, but it's in front of the fence.
Yeah, definitely in front of the fence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely in front of that. But that was one of the ones when I grabbed it, I was like, this one's got to be one that I have to show people, because it's not the dashing orb, that people see, come
Right.
in and do this. It's that slow mover. And to me, that's always the dead giveaway right there. That slow mover means there's a bug of some sort that's gotten on that lens and it's just slowly crawling across to get across there. Call it a gnat,
Most of the time.
call it a little, yeah. Well, I haven't seen one that wasn't or couldn't be explained that way. But as far as ones that look like that, because of the movement, it gives it away. Now, this one, here's another one. Caught this person's house. I don't know what. I just let you figure it out what you see.
Oh, I see some dust. I see dust with airflow. That's exactly what I see right there.
Exactly. And see him coming towards you. Now, what I was trying to figure out, what is this over here? I'm assuming this is a cat or something over here in the right corner. Watch it again. See, and you'll see some eyes come too. See it? Is that a cat or is that a dog? It looks like a dog, doesn't it?
Kind of. Yeah, it kind of looks like a dog to me.
Okay. I just couldn't tell if it was a
Yeah.
cat or a dog. I just knew when it turned its head, I was like, is that cat or a dog? That's a big
Well,
cat.
yeah. Yeah. But
So-
yeah, that looks like airflow. And I mean, we
100%.
get this all the time. People, your house is dusty. I don't care how much you clean. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. You can't
I
get rid
don't
of it.
care.
You cannot get rid of it.
Yeah, you can take a new pillow from a store and then just hit it and take a picture of it just right. And you're going to look like you have orbs all over the room.
Yeah. I mean, it is. And even the ones that come out from that way, that little flickery one that was just there, it's nothing but dust. It's nothing but dust. It's all traveling basically the same direction and the same, speed and flight paths for the most part. So,
Right.
but it's like I looked at it, I was like,
And Sinfully Wicked also said, when the air that it kicks on, it flies everywhere. Yeah, absolutely, every time.
All
And
the
I
time.
don't care if you just put a new filter in. It's gonna do it.
It's
It's
gonna be
gonna do
there.
it. Yeah.
You can have your ducts cleaned. You can have everything done in the world to your system, but it won't. It will still blow something. There's always something there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we can even get a little bit more in depth in it. You could live in a bubble and you're still going to have dust particles from your skin. So, yep. So I mean, but you just have to know what you're looking at. And that looked exactly like airflow, like something kicked on and started pushing that through there. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought too. I mean, like I said, but they didn't say it was or not. They just stated, you saw it there. Is it dust or orbs?
It's dust.
That's dust.
Definitely
Same thing
dust.
with this.
Ask and but that's what that's the ones I can respect, is the ones that hey, what does this look like?
Yeah, the ones that aren't just saying, hey, look what I caught. I caught an orb here. I caught an orb.
No.
It's like, what do you think of this? I'm not sure what I'm looking at. That's why I'm asking you. Yeah.
Exactly. That's cool when they do that. But same thing with this one. They actually named their TikTok Dust or Orb.
I love it.
Oh.
Okay.
Again. That's a great video of dust. Great video of dust.
The only thing I will say, this one over the last one, at least these aren't all going in the same direction. They're still floating around. There's still an airflow in there of some sort.
Right.
But
then again, did somebody move? Did somebody walk through the room before that was taken?
Yeah. Are they settling back down?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because the ceiling fan's not running. The drapes aren't blowing.
Nope.
No.
Nothing's moving.
No.
And it's just literally, you see, but it causes that Wise camera to actually pick up motion.
Yeah, but they're all pretty much going in a direction.
Basically coming toward the camera.
Towards the camera. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. In some way, shape, or form. So yeah, I tend to agree with that one. That was definitely dust.
Yep.
See, that's where that's one of those things I'd like to have audio.
There are some of them that are
so
audio,
you
but
can
the problem
hear
is with
somebody's
TikTok.
moving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The problem with the TikTok videos and stuff, 99.9% of them have them putting their own music over the top of them, or they're talking over it and crap. So I don't even worry about audio coming off TikTok. So,
Yeah.
and hearing
if
about
it's not a raw video with audio and video, it's useless. As
yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
Well, in about 30 days, I may not be able to use TikTok at all. I don't know yet.
Might not be able to get the talk.
Nope. We shall see, though.
Oh, they're talking about banning it again?
It's technically it's already been done. It's just in the courts being fought right now.
I'm
So
good with it. Get it,
I don't use it, like I said, other than grabbing stuff. Hi, Twisted. All right, next victim. We shall see. I don't know about this one here.
Oh,
You saw that, right?
I did. Can we go through that just a hair slower?
Let me slow it down here.
That looks a little strange. We've seen something like that before, Tex.
Yes, live we have.
Yeah, we haven't been able. We were never able to explain that.
Let me see if it's going to let me. I don't know if I can do it that way or not. This one. I used to be, well, if I was actually in the app, I could do it, but this nice, pretty,
Right.
whatever you call them, freaking media player that Windows has decided that we need above all others.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, just go ahead and hit play. Let's look at it again.
Okay. Now,
bug.
See, I can do this. Now, this is a bug over here to the right for sure.
Yeah.
That's a bug. You think that's a bug going across there?
I think that may be dust.
Very well could be because it kind of
there it
dissipates
is.
right
There it is. It's dust. If you go back and you look at the spot over the chair, right when it hits the chair.
Yep, right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Ah, well, dang it.
The bug and dust.
It was a thought.
It was fun when it lasted, right?
I don't like having him on here. I don't get to have fun with nothing.
I know. But I mean, it was good because I mean, Tex and I were watching somebody's show. We were actually going over their show with them, and we seen something. Now, an orb doesn't mean that it's circular. It doesn't have to be circular when you're putting it into this, context, I should say. And this thing, you've seen it. Actually, it looked like it came out of a picture. It came out of a picture and then came down on the person's head. Floated over and then went straight down. It didn't float across. It came around and then went down. Like it had a purpose. And it definitely was not a bug.
Well, and the other part of it was when it appeared, it materialized out of the picture.
Yeah, it came right out of the picture. Yep.
Yeah,
sure did.
It's not like it floated in from the frame around it. Just, right in the middle of it just.
Yeah, while the person was talking.
Huh?
Yeah, while the person was talking, you watched it come out of the picture and then go down. It looked like right on top of their head.
Dang. That's wild. That's one of the cool ones that you see like that. You're like, oh, wait a second. Now we got to really look at something. So.
Right.
Anywho.
Right.
Next
and
victim.
We did. I think there was like 4 of us that were sitting around after the show was over, and we went over it and over it and over it, and
was that Midwest?
Nobody could explain that one.
I think it's Midwest Night Watchers. Is the name of
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. Okay. I love TikTok. It tells you exactly what you're supposed to look for.
Communist.
Communism.
What?
You see
What
what you're
is
seeing?
that?
Keep it watching.
That one's difficult, y'all. I'm
It
having a hard
is.
time seeing it.
I'm going to see if there's a way I can get this thing into a different one then that we can zoom in on. Because I used to be able to zoom in on stuff. And I don't know why it's not letting me do it on this.
Hmm.
All right. So I'm going to bring us
It
back
looks
to
very weird to me.
do what?
I said it looks very weird to me.
Okay. So you see it's in front of the plant there. And then goes out and around, right? And
Yeah.
it dances over here. And it looks like it's in front of that plant, right?
Yeah. No, it's not either.
You don't think so?
It's on this side of the plant.
That's what I'm talking about. It's toward us.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's on this side of the plant. And then it just kind of dangles there, It goes in front of right here. And then as you keep going, it just goes out and around and then back around again. See, it went around them, came back in front, on the back side, and gone. Okay. I find it very interesting that they cut the video right there.
Yeah.
Because I already know what it is. There's no doubt in my mind what it is. It's a spider
Somebody's
web.
doing something.
No, it's a spider web. It's dangling down from the top of the
Really?
archway there. See how it's going and it's spinning around?
Oh,
You know how spider webs are when they get started blowing in the wind a little bit or whatever breeze. I'm fairly certain that's a spider web.
Nice catch, Randy.
Yeah, that is a nice catch. I mean, it's not big enough for me to see, but that's a pretty nice catch.
I'm sorry. I wish I could get it bigger. I don't know why. I can't do full. Well, I'm on full screen, but TikTok videos. So.
Well, that's why I'm looking down. I'm looking on my bigger screen here, and that's even though I'm still having a hard time seeing it, but that's a good
that's
catch,
the thing
Randy.
That's the reason I went with it, because right here you can almost see where it comes together, where the spider web comes together, and this may actually have a couple of spiders on it or a couple of bugs in it, for all I know, which is causing the reflection.
Or you know how they'll ball up when they get loose, and stick to one another. That's
Yep. Yeah, and then but what got me was when I saw it do that last little bit. I mean, I was thinking it to start with, but I didn't have really a good way of saying why is it doing that. But when it did this part right here and it started doing the circular and around and then out the back,
right?
That it caught a gust, it circled, and then it got blown off. It probably got hooked back behind this pillar right here. Vast majority, that'd probably be
that's what I mean. Now that you say that, that's exactly what it looks like. So that was a good catch, Randy. I wouldn't have caught that right away.
It took me a while. It took me a long while to figure that one out, because I studied it and I studied it and I studied it. But I've got one that's going to threw me completely off, and I still don't know if I can really explain it. So
okay. Oh well, this is good.
This is going to be a weird one here. Let me get it back up here where it belongs here, because I don't want you to be thrown off. Okay, all it says mysterious object and camera, right? Watch this thing.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Now, you notice at the end of the first run right here, there's a big old flash.
Yeah.
You see the car in the background moving.
Right.
So my guess is we got a thunderstorm rolling.
Yeah.
But this, if it's not, because I don't think it's something that's been. It doesn't look like it's been superimposed on it or tampered with.
Right.
I mean, right there, it looks like it's literally a completely bioluminescent or luminescence of its own. I can't tell you what that is. It does
I
not
can't
look like it's
either.
been tampered with. Now, could it be? Yeah, it could easily be something tampered with, but
But I'm going to say this. The one that I saw here in my office was bright, like a
yeah,
little pin light flashlight. So could
okay,
it be, could it be, could it look like that? Absolutely. It could be that bright.
yeah,
I
and
can't tell
simply,
you
could it be a balloon? Yeah, it could, but
what kind of
I don't know of any
balloon.
balloons that look like that. Yeah, I don't know any balloons that look like that.
You know what? I wish we had some scale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
unfortunately, all I can go with is what I got there,
Because
obviously.
play it again. Play it again.
Okay, coming from the front. I wish. Here's the only thing that here's the only thing that I got an issue with. It's smooth moving, it moves constant, and it moves steady.
And it moves with the purpose, because if you notice that all the other dust particles that are starting to be lifted up into this video, they're going away from the object.
Yeah,
They're
it's
coming
going its
back
own
towards the
direction.
camera, right, where
Mhm.
this is going straight that way. Yeah, I'll back it up and let's look at that. It's right in the beginning,
Okay.
where those particles are coming.
Yeah, you
See,
saw how
they're
they zoom across. So we know we
yeah,
got wind. We know we got wind.
we know that, right?
But see the way
See,
that moves right there, and I don't want to say it is that, because it can be. I think I can recreate it, but I would need the fishing line, and we'd have to have something that we could just, where it could just travel slowly across. You know what I mean?
well, you
But
would also have to have something that could luminesce, and it'd have to
exactly.
be something more than a glow stick. It'd have to be
Oh yeah. There's no way this is a glow stick.
right. It'd have to be more than that.
Chem light would well, even then a chem light would not move that steadily, shall we
No,
say? It
no.
would flicker back and forth with a, with the, if it was on a line, I should say, it would still go dance back and forth, where this
Yeah,
one does not. It stays dead still all the way across.
I don't know. Tex, what do you think? I mean, I can't explain this one.
Play it real time a couple of times. Like loop it if
Okay.
you can.
I don't know if it'll let me loop it or not. Yeah, here we go. That steadiness right there is what gets me.
I'm with you though, but watch the bottom of it. It's swinging.
If it is, it's very lightly.
It is, but I mean, look at the what I'm saying is the bottom's moving.
Okay.
Not a whole lot, but especially like when it goes to make this turn at the end of it. Watch. See,
Yeah,
it
when
cuts
it
back
turns.
over here, but it swings to the right.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it evens out.
Right there.
And then it
And it
kicks
looks
back
like
to
it.
the left. See,
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's either something on a line, which I don't think it's on a line. I
Yeah,
think
I'm not
it's
seeing
something
any.
that's reflective that's in a wind current.
Something like a an ember out of a fire.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I mean, I could see that. I don't know why they would have a fire out there, but
Randy, we've seen people start some fires in some pretty stupid
Started
situations.
fires with actual fire extinguishers. What are you talking about? So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about right here when it's going back there to this one right where boom. See where it does that
Yeah,
little
right
turn?
there. Yeah.
Get back.
I think it's something very, very light, like a spider web, or and you know, like an ember, or even like a light piece of foil or something. You see, I mean, because the thing
Yeah.
about it is, you've got a storm coming in, you've got wind currents. Those wind currents change directions a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it very well could be. And that's, I don't think that's dust flying around. I think those are bugs.
That very well could be.
But
My issue though is right here. Okay, see this guy coming. You see the car in the background, right?
right,
I'm assuming that's a car in the background because I
right.
see two headlights back there now. See how it essentially moves with it right through here,
Yep. Yep.
and then
I
we
see what
lose
you're
it.
saying.
You know, it moves with it, but we lose the lights of that, so that can't be what's causing the illumination.
No.
So
I
my only
was
issue
gonna
with it
say,
being my only
Go
issue
ahead.
with it being debris in the air is because it does not move enough to what, you know, a piece of foil or a piece of debris in the air reflecting. It doesn't move enough. It's like it's almost
No.
weighted at the bottom.
Well, but see that's why I'm leaning towards it being an ember or a leaf or something, because the way it's shaped and the way a leaf and stuff are shaped, and those embers, they can be bottom heavy and stuff. They can move like that. I mean, it's like if you see them moving, especially over a fire, that creates, you know, wind currents, and they kind of drift at weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That's the
I
only
di-
thing
I-
I can come up with, that it not being paranormal. That's the only thing I can come up
Yeah,
with.
and
Those
that's kind of
two,
where I'm at because I
yeah,
can't disprove this
no,
because I don't think I can recreate it.
no, I can't say one thing. I can't say one way or the other. I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't. I've tried to recreate things kind of like this,
Yeah,
but I've never had this outcome. I've always had like a streak or something, or
yeah.
you know, something that would come up in the lens or something.
Even with a line, you would still see some with that much luminescence. You should see a reflection of the
You should,
line.
Right.
you should, because
So
it's not. Mm,
what do you say and what do you do? You know, on that in that situation because I mean I cannot. There's no way I can disprove it. Let's see, Gary. The light is by the camera. The light stays constant even in the lightning. Agree, Gary. But once it gets out here, it doesn't lose its luminescence.
No.
no, and
It should
it's
lose some.
right, and it's still hanging on to it. That's
Yeah,
the problem that I'm having, is that it remains luminescent the whole entire way.
yeah, like a chem light would. Honestly, like we talked about, like a chem light would, but we don't see a line that the chem light would be attached to.
Right.
Mm. I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I'm on
Yeah.
the fence about it because even a bug, if it were a bug, it would still lose some of the light
And
once
it
it
would
gets
move.
out. Because this looks like night vision, so
Yeah.
once it would get out of the line of light, it would, you know, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to see it anymore. But this is keeping
All the way out there.
all the way.
See right there though. See, and I would text on this. That right there throws me for a loop. Because it doesn't look like it should be doing that unless once again, if it's its own little entity and it's in the middle of manifestation doing whatever it's doing, it's going to do whatever it wants to anyway, and it may not seem right, but
Right.
Right.
that little bit right there throws me for a loop. I don't know why.
You know, this may be a case of it's just a fluke. That, you know, this whole thing is just a fluke that, you know, it'd be hard for us to recreate, but it's still explained. And
Right.
but then again, I'm not going to say that either because it still holds that light all the way out there. So I don't know. I don't know.
Gary, on fishing lines in the IR, with it being as bright as it is, you should see if there was fishing line attached to it. Yes, because it should reflect out the fishing line. Even if you had spider wire, even if you had braid or a some sort of different filament colored, whatever the case might be, you see something in the lens, and you just don't see that here. I mean, with regular clear like Stren or something like that, it would be you see a reflection of the line itself. It would give off a reflection of the light, and it just does not do that here.
Well, Sinfully Wicked brings up something interesting too. Is that snow on the ground? I don't think so. I really
I don't think so either. I
don't think
can't
so,
tell. I think it's grass all the way through.
Yeah, but like I said, it's night vision, so everything is a little distorted, really.
Yeah. Yep. And you have no depth perception, really.
Right.
So, well, Kimber, dental floss might be an option too, but still, dental floss in this situation, that's a lot of dental floss, and it would probably, most likely, I would say it would give another reflection with the brightness that's coming out of the object itself. Yeah.
I can't. I don't know. I guess this would be a nighttime activity, Randy, that we're gonna have to figure out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this one out because I mean that's I got chem lights. I will figure out a way to put it on something and try and test it because I can't say one way or the other on this one. I really can't. For right now, it's a good catch.
I would just think with the lightning because it was so bright that it was very close. You know what I mean? That it was super close. And you would think that there would be some type of wind or something associated with it. Not always, but you would think so.
You see how bright that gets right there, and then it cuts back to this. So, but see how bright it is right there, and it's still visible.
It is still visible. You're right.
So, I mean, you can see the lightning has flooded out all the grass, all the ground, everything.
But you can still see this thing. That is amazing.
So,
I don't know, y'all. This is a in the I don't know pile.
Yeah, that has to go where I'm gonna have to do some real experimentation with that. Maybe I'll play around with the actual film, or not film, but the actual video, and see if I can see anything that looks like it might be overlaid. I have to put it under the spectrometer and stuff and see, but I just don't see that. I don't see where it would do
I'm not only right there at the end, but that there even doesn't look like it. I mean, it's on the bottom half of it, so it doesn't make sense. I mean, how would it? The math is not mathing. I'm just saying.
All right, so one more I'm going to show you, only because this woman asked, "What the you know what are these in my house?"
Oh.
Okay, so it's pretty simple. Let me get this all ready right now. All right, back on.
All right, let's. I already know if you took it in your house. I gotcha.
You may not be able to see it very easily. So,
okay,
all it says,
I'm gonna try.
What the you know what are these in my house?
Oh.
Dust bunnies.
Yep.
Dusty.
Dusty.
Now, did you see that just happened right back there? See the flicker?
No.
Look through the door. Did you see it?
No, I am so sorry.
No, you're fine. I wish I wish I could zoom in on that particular spot. I will right.
I don't know. I'll probably have to go back and look at it or something where
You're talking about inside that room?
Yeah, inside that other room against that far wall.
Yeah.
Looking right above the. Here, I'll cover right in this area right here.
Right in the right upper corner of that door.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It just flickers that for a split second. I'm gonna bring it back here and I'll play it through it again. So it come up and then go. I can't tell for sure because I can't tell if anybody's moving in the house, obviously. But you saw the dust bunny across the top go again too. So all I can say, it's got to be some sort of reflection out there of somebody or something messing around with something.
Play it again.
Just
Play it
go.
again.
All right, one more time.
I want to see where it's located. Again.
That one didn't really behave a lot like dust, but you know how currents inside houses are sometimes. So
Mm-hmm.
wonder if that's a bug that caught something out there in the back.
Maybe.
You don't
Maybe.
know. I mean,
I thought it might be a smoke alarm.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but you would have saw it. Well, now
It's in the wrong location.
Yeah,
Because you can't see it on the wall back there.
yeah, I don't see anything back there at all. I mean, just where that was at when it. Like I said, who knows? Honestly, who knows?
Mhm.
And freak is like,
Yeah,
I can
but
only see
I
the
don't-
light when the video's full screen. So yeah, unfortunately,
I don't think it's anything paranormal.
I don't think so either. So
No.
I just wanted to throw that one out there just for
I
fun.
think they're safe.
Right.
Are you sure? That's the question. Are you sure? I don't know about that. I don't know if anybody's safe.
I don't know. All I can say is that I've worn my tinfoil hat more this time than I have in any other show.
Well, I kind of like, here you go. We got a good porthole. Sorry. We're going to go porthole with this one.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I think Stargate's coming to get us.
I'm
I'm
convinced.
telling you, it's real. Where's Donny? Donny, tell me that's not real. White circle, red circle, red circle. Oh, okay.
It has its own circle.
Yeah.
I
it's on-
am convinced.
I am convinced. Anyhow,
And now you know why I don't like orbs.
orbs are very difficult.
Yes.
They're very difficult. Do they exist? Absolutely. You know, I've seen them, so I know.
Yeah.
Tex
Yep.
has seen them. He knows that they
Yeah.
exist.
I
But-
mean, and a lot of people have.
I know there's
so,
stuff out there that I can't explain. That's all I'm
Right.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Whether it's an orb or what we're called. Well, I don't know. We don't know what else to call it.
yeah, for lack of a better word,
I'm
we're
calling
saying orb.
them their own energy manifestations because they are producing their own light. So there has to be some type of
Yeah.
energy connected with it. So
Yeah.
as far as, science goes, but then again,
But then
science
again,
can't explain a lot of that.
I damn sure can't explain the one me and you saw, Brandy. Just
No,
I don't think I'll ever
Yeah.
be able to.
no.
and like I said, with orbs, like y'all saw, if you physically see it happening, not through a camera, not through a night vision camera, whatever the case might be, you physically saw it happen, and the person, like y'all saw it happen on the show, but you saw the other person saw it too, right?
Right. Well, this is the thing though, Randy, when Tex and I saw what we saw, we could only see it through a thermal. It was putting off heat.
Holy crap! See,
Yeah,
that ceases to be an orb then to me.
But
See, that's where we're at with it.
it was in that shape,
Yeah.
It wasn't circular. It was kind of like a lava lamp bubble. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
How
yeah,
it kind of
doing the
morphs
undulating
and does
and-
thing.
Yeah.
Right. And that's
I bet.
exactly what it looked like. But we could not see it with our naked eye, but we could watch it through the thermal. So again, heat,
Yeah.
energy, it was putting off, it had some type of energy to it.
Yeah.
And we cannot explain why, for number one, we couldn't see it. But for number two, it was putting off a heat source.
And number 3, it moved with intelligence.
And
Yeah.
they did that too.
Yeah. So once again, like Senior said here, the one y'all saw at Brown Springs wasn't through a camera.
Yep.
Now, like I said, if you physically see it, to me, that stops being an orb right then. It is becoming a manifestation then. It's not just an orb. Orbs are stuff people throw against the wall when they can't explain what they're seeing on a camera. Because that's 99% of the time, that's what they're throwing at you. Say, hey, look at this picture of this orb. And it's nothing but a dust particle that has caught the camera properly. I've yet to ever see a true quote unquote orb that people have shown me that could not be explained away. That being said, I have seen videos of orbs behaving like orbs, like dust would not behave. That, like you said, had their own movement, had their own intelligence about them, had their own luminescence about them. Even in an IR environment, still had some sort of luminescence to it.
Yeah.
That stops being quote unquote, well, it is an orb, but it's not really an orb to me, because now you've got something to lend it to a manifestation of some sort. I guess that's the only way I can actually describe it, because you throw orbs at me, I'm just going to immediate dust, bug, dust, bug.
Well, the only other thing. Okay, there's two other ways to explain what me and Brandi saw.
Mm-hmm.
One is to call it a unidentifiable heat source.
Okay.
Or an unidentified floating object. Because it was hovering about a foot off the ground, maybe a little more. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was above the grass, and we tried like hell to debunk it, filming small animals and everything else.
Yeah.
And when I walked towards it, it moved away. And when I backed up, it kept the same distance and moved back where it was.
Huh.
Right. And it was putting off the same level of heat as rabbits. Those were the ones that we compared. Solid black.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we compared it to the thermal of bunnies on the same thermal, the same one, and we looked at it, and the bunnies were putting off heat, and it was black, and then this thing was putting off black. Even Tex walked around this thing, and it moved with him and came around in front of him, right? But it was still black in front of him. But his shirt that he had on was not black.
Because I'm just not that hot.
But you know what I mean? It was like his shirt wasn't showing the same heat source.
Yeah. That's
because you don't throw off, a person doesn't throw off a uniform heat source. When they're wearing clothes.
Yep.
And this had a uniform heat source, and it's not like it developed cool spots or anything else in it. It was solid black. And when it finally faded out, it slowly shrunk or cooled off from the outside to the inside and just vanished.
Yeah.
Okay. Time out. Okay. That was for what Freaky had said. Anyway, so I agree with you. You have a good idea of what you saw because of the heat signature part of it.
Mm-hmm.
That changes the way it's perceived. Then not just a ball of reflected of whatever the case might be. Now, and like I said, I've caught orbs. For lack of a better term, orbs. But like I said, they had their own luminescence and they had their own flight paths per se, and it did not go with normal flow of dust and such.
Right.
So
I just call them energy manifestations because I don't know enough about them. I don't think anybody does.
No, nobody does. Nobody's an expert in this field. I don't care what they say. Even he who must not be named.
Right. Because they say that energy kind of just energy doesn't go away. It just transfers. It just goes from one spot to another, such as if you pass away, the energy leaves. And some people say that your energy can manifest into an orb-like type thing. and that's where your energy will go. It's transferred into that until it's transferred into something else. And, it's an infinite thing. But,
It's like they say, it's energy's never, or well, is it matter or energy? Matter is never.
Energy.
Energy's never created nor destroyed. It just changes states.
Yes.
Yeah.
right.
So
Right.
I mean, that's
So-
what
That's
they say.
matter too. That's matter too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Neither created nor destroyed, changes states, or in the case of energy, it transfers either kinetic or
Potential.
potential. Yeah.
Right. But energy's energy. It just
Yeah,
never
it's still
goes
there.
away. Yeah.
No.
It just transfers from one thing to another.
Exactly.
So that is just a super hard. This is just a super hard conversation to really have and talk about, because there's no information.
Yeah.
Just none.
No.
Everybody has different ideas of what orbs are and things like that. And yes, there are different colors, and evidently there are some you can see with your own eyes, and then some you can't.
Yep.
We figured that out. This is just a crazy subject for me.
It is. It's 100% crazy.
Because I have no opinion on it. I don't know what to do with it.
And you can't disprove or prove 90% of the stuff you're looking at, because, hey, it's dust. Well, do you know it's dust? Well, no, I don't know it's dust, but it behaves like dust would behave. So
Right.
I'm saying
I
it's
can
dust.
tell you that these thousands or 10,000 other pictures I've seen that were taken look just like that, and that was dust.
Dust. Yeah. Period.
Yeah.
You can recreate it 99% of the time on that one.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but hey, but you're gonna find people out there, and that's why I was afraid to ever talk about orbs on the show, because a lot of people get mad at me when I get the skeptic hat on. Okay, I don't know why, but it's just a honest God truth. Because if you don't prove it, it doesn't matter if you believe it. It doesn't matter even if it's true or not true. If you believe in it, believe in it. But to make others believe in it, you've got to have some proof.
Right. And when people say orb, that's kind of deceiving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's deceiving because, like I said, they're not all circular.
No, not at all. In fact, I'm with you.
I've seen things that look like cotton candy.
Yeah.
Kind of just
And
like look like a floating, and it's
and you're
morphed into
undulating
something
or
else.
doing whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something different. That's not an orb to me. I mean, that's where I draw the line. If it's doing something that you could perceive as some sort of intelligence, it's no longer an orb. It's a manifestation of some sort.
Right. It's of something. But that's what I said. That's why orb is kind of, for me, it's an outdated name for what we're talking about. It's outdated.
Absolutely.
So maybe we need to come up with a new name for them. I'm just saying.
Anomalies.
Well,
I think they've already done it. Light anomalies every time.
Yeah.
People say light anomalies a lot.
But see, not all of them have light.
True.
But see, sinfully goes into it with the right attitude. She says, I go in trying to debunk. Absolutely.
That's first and foremost. If you can debunk it, you have to throw it out.
It's like, even when you're sitting there and you're experiencing it real time, you want to try to debunk it right then. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying, okay, I'm hearing this, I'm seeing this. Well, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this. Until you see, some things you see, and it's like, well, I like the other night when Brandi was talking about what me and her saw
at
the cemetery, she's still not 100% that it was a Bigfoot.
Right.
And I believe it's what it was.
Yeah.
But it's not like I walked up and went, beep, 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 that's a Bigfoot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like the close encounters we've had. Like you've had very close ones, and I've had close ones. So, and I can say 100%, Bigfoot's real. You ain't going to tell me any different. I'm not here to make you believe. I know. Yeah. So, but for what we saw and where we were standing, right, Did it look like the silhouette of a Bigfoot? Absolutely. Did it walk like a Bigfoot? Absolutely. But was it? I don't know.
See,
That's
I'm
the
a
bad thing
natural
about
repellent.
nighttime encounters.
But it was a fantastic encounter nonetheless.
Absolutely. It's like we
You
don't know
had-
what bluff charged us either, but
Yeah. You can guess.
Well, we know what
You can
came
make an
out. I
educated
mean,
guess on it.
we had one squatchadillo that we are sure of. So, it's.
Well,
Mhm.
we won't get into the
Mhm.
armadillo things anymore. So all I can tell you
Well-
is straight out, me and Tex,
Oh.
I've been up there a couple of times with you, and I have how many experiences, quote unquote, have I really had? One, and that was
Yeah.
with the cameras.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw something that looked like something came up on the other side of the fire,
Yeah.
but we say what it was or anything. I could easily have said that was a shadow person type thing, out there.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
that's still an encounter.
Well, yeah.
It's still an
that-
encounter, whatever.
It was literally like that. We were both looking at each other like, did you see that?
Yeah.
I think so.
Right.
I mean,
and
but outside of that,
well, yeah, and then like Tex was talking about the bluff charge. We don't know what bluff charge is, but I'll tell you this: when an armadillo takes its chances with me first, like it's running to me for safety, there's a problem because it's not going to run to a
something out there
human
it
for
don't like.
safety. It's not going to run to a light.
Full speed towards us. That makes
Yep.
zero sense.
None.
I know
Almost
they can't see squat,
No,
but we were not being quiet. Okay.
No.
it should
And
have
we
never
had
come at you at all.
flashlights. And we had
Yeah.
flashlights. So they could see that.
Yeah.
And he ran
'cause it-
full bore, almost smack into Nick and Holly.
to Nick and Holly. Yeah. Almost ran right into him.
And armadillos don't do that at night. They know you're there. They know
Yes.
you're there.
Yep.
They can feel you. They can feel you walking.
Chances with us, other than what was behind it, and then
Right.
whatever took off running after it came out was big.
Yeah.
It
Because
was
you
breaking
could hear it.
branches and stuff.
Yeah. You could hear it going back in and retreating from where it was at. You heard it
And I
going
don't
back
really
the way it came.
necessarily call what happened that night a bluff charge.
No, he was
I think
retreating.
it was chasing the armadillo and turned around and ran off away from us is what happened.
Yeah, when it figured out we were there.
Yeah. So it really wasn't a bluff charge. Now, what happened to me and Pops in camp that night, that was a bluff charge all day long.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
But that is the only time out there that I've ever drawn my weapon. Ever.
Other than just pop rounds off, that is.
Well,
Yeah.
with the
But-
intention of shooting whatever was going to come out of that damn brush. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
All right.
anywho, well, you know
Well-
what? We've been on here almost an hour and a half now. That's
Yep.
That's long for
Time
us.
flies when I come on board.
Now you're just getting away, interfering
Yeah.
with the show. You're interfering with the
Well,
show.
Brandy's mad at me anyway.
Where's
I ain't
Bobby
figured
at?
that one out.
I'll get Bobby on here, and Bobby will tell
Damn.
you straight out.
God.
Stop interfering with the show.
We need. Well, Bobby's coming back here shortly.
Hey, I've
So-
heard, but I ain't heard nothing out of him. He said hi at Christmas, so I got a
Yeah.
text from him on that. So, but hopefully he does pretty soon. So,
I hope so.
anywho, so let me think. What should we do next week? I got to think about this for a little bit.
I don't know. Let's ask everybody in chat. What do you think we should do next week?
Yeah,
We
give me an
won't-
idea. What do y'all want? Do we need to
Mhm.
hit something somewhere? Do we need to,
You won't be here, Randy.
why won't I be here?
You'll be out in the field.
Next week we won't.
What
It's the week after.
is it?
Yeah, the 10th, not the 5th, or not the 5th.
I don't know what day it is.
It's the
Now,
29th.
I will be gone. I will be gone.
Next
But
week.
you will not be gone.
Well, let the cat out of the bag. Oh, Gary's got some pics to send him. Yeah, Gary, send them to me. Send them to you. We'll go through some stuff. So we'll do portholes. Yeah, Joseph, we'll do portholes.
Okay, so I'll be here with Randy.
You notice how he just invited himself right on in, didn't he?
Well,
Yes.
there ain't nobody else going to
Yes.
invite me.
Well, I
better
think you
invite
guys
myself.
should do since we're having this whole thing about drones and whatever, let's
Doesn't say the
do
D word.
UFO pictures.
You want me to do some UFOs?
Yeah,
You know I've always hated the UFO pictures, right?
I know, but you need to do something.
Cool
You
hand
need to
on
do
UFOs
something.
too. And,
Yeah, so you can point them
once
out. Maybe
again,
you can find some videos of some drones. Just saying.
stop saying the D word.
I didn't imply anything. I just said maybe you could find some of the drones.
Well,
What
one
is
thing you'll
that
never
for?
hear out of me is UAP. So
For the
Right.
longest time, we
That's-
couldn't say the C word. Now we can't say the D word.
that depends on
Well,
who you're with the C
I
word.
think it's just
Nick-
in
Nick-
it. I think it's all in
You
due
can't
to
say the F word. Well, I mean, come
recent-
on.
Dang it!
Oh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I won't have Swiss Miss with me next week. I'll have Mr. Miss up there. That guy over there.
Mr. Miss.
Mr. Swiss. Mr. Swiss over there. Yes, I will
Yeah.
be in Alabama at Greg Ogle's
Oh yeah,
premiere
that's right.
of
His premiere is that
yeah,
is next week.
Cryptid Encounters. Absolutely. So I'll be there. And
And let me know where I can. Is he actually streaming it too? I don't know about that.
he's
he
going
just
to
doing-
release it later on that day.
Okay. All right. Cool. So y'all watching it at a theater or at a place or whatever, and then it gets released later on. So
Yes,
watched
we'll be
quite
at
a bit of it.
we'll be at a
We
theater.
watched-
You rented the
we-
theater so we can
Yeah.
show
Gotcha.
show it there. Hmm
We
Cool.
watched quite a bit of it last night on Fisher's show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds like fun. All
Yeah,
right.
we probably
Well,
watched 10 minutes of it last night. Something like that.
cool.
Pretty cool.
All right.
right.
Well,
We'll figure something out for next week. Looks like I'm being twisted into UFOs. Yeah, I'm not saying the other words. Forget it.
I don't say it either. It's just it's not right. I
No.
don't even care that they're trying to put that out there. I just stop it. It's UFO.
It's just
What
like
it
the
is.
government. Change the
Stop
name of
it.
something just when everybody gets used to it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you
just
go and
stop.
change the name.
That's why they
I
say
was-
it hasn't really stuck. Some people it does, and then most people it didn't. So that's why they say UFO, UAP.
I'm sticking with UFO. I won't even say the UAP part. UFOs.
That's right. It's been UFO forever. We're gonna leave it at that.
Exactly.
All
right,
right,
guys.
everybody.
See y'all next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.